We arrived here in Beverly, Washington, and we found out there's an unexpected move from the Milwaukee Southern Railway lines. So we went to rush to get a bite to eat at Chris and Bob's restaurant. After we had our lunch, we went to speak one of the railroad crews here at the depot. They said there's historical railroad equipment coming to here to Beverly, and it's from a railroad called the Chehalis and White Pass. And for us, it was a shock because we didn't even knew there was a such thing as a railroad. So we did get a good look at this dome car. Just in time, they're already here, crossing the bridge. So it looked like from here, I don't think the C&WP GP9 doesn't look like it's running. So there is a crew in there trying to get a start. And there's the equipment. Oh, they're in bad shape. Well, they got that GP9 started. And one of the cars is actually showing the initials of that railroad, barely showing. And behind it is the Texas Eagle. And the owner of the museum, CJC, that's his reporting marks, owns that car. And also the diesel locomotive on the point of this train. Number 4610 has a different horn on it that's mounted. It must be the collection of the CJC, the owner of that diesel locomotive. It was a prize. There was enough room for other air horn. We noticed it at the back end of this Texas Eagle. There's a heavyweight flat car with an old airside dump car dated back to the 1920s. I guess it's going to the museum here at Beverly. After the train entered the yard, it was doing a little switching, and it had to move around some cars and pull them out and make room for those two coaches. And the 4610's coming right back to the yard and putting the Texas Eagle in the siding. I guess the crossing signals weren't working, so there is a signal maintainer in the signal relay box nearby the crossing. We went to check the 104. It parked nearby the front of the depot. Right after the crew signed out and hit for home, I guess their hours expired. This railroad has a history behind it. It was going to be a secondary route for the Milwaukee Road and for the C&WP. And the Columbia Cowlitz and the C&WP was going to work together to make this happening. Except until they realized it was going to be impossible. So the two railroads went their separate ways. Plan failed completely. And equipment sit unused. And the GP9 is the only one freshly painted in the new paint scheme. The equipment sat since from 1995. And an individual came along and called the MSRL and said there's some equipment you might be interested. Milwaukee Southern Railway Lines rushed to get this equipment here in Beverly so this equipment can be preserved for running and operation museum equipment. We heard something on the scanner. There was trade movement on the Saddle Mountain sub. This is the new line that they constructed. And they're almost finished with the bridge. So this is a metal detection train. It's picking up leftover metal along the right-of-way. Sure, there's a lot of steel and pipe here at the National Pipe Company. Their crew's gonna make a station stop, the metal detection train. After they make their stop, they're gonna highball out of there, out of Beverly, to their port of origin. Right after that metal detection train left, we sticked around because there was other train movement on ahead. This is the MSRL last minutes away train heading up the Seattle Mountain Grade. We sure seen a lot of train movement and a lot of action, and plus old railroad equipment finally made into their new home. Eventually you might see those old cars out there, out on the road, behind a steam locomotive for make it look really good. I see you guys next time for the next video. I see you guys down the line. See you then.